Hey there, future Central Coast residents. I'm Bruce Carson, your local real estate expert, and today we're covering some of the most popular questions that come across my desk as a full-time realtor. Common questions about relocating here. Stick till the very end because this is important information. I'm going to cover some really good tidbits. Whether you're a potential buyer or a soon-to-be resident or just curious, you're in the right place. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about moving to the Central Coast, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and click that bell icon so you will be the first to know when I post new information. My name is Bruce Carson with Keller Williams Realty Central Coast in Pismo Beach. Whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, it doesn't matter to me. I get phone calls, text messages, and emails from people just like you every single day. Inquiring about the Central Coast, and I absolutely love it. I've lived here for a long time, and I love helping people with their location. So hang in there to the very end. I'm going to cover a lot of great stuff. We're going to get after it right now. Okay, well, let's get things kicked off with the big question that I get. How are the schools on the Central Coast? They have fantastic educational options. I'll be sharing insights into some of the top-rated schools in the districts here in San Luis Obispo County. We're scoring pretty well. You can see the map behind me. County-wise and through our different school districts, the way that they are ranked, San Luis Coastal Unified, that is up in San Luis Obispo, and it includes San Luis High School. That's ranked number one. That is the best school district, according to my research here on the Central Coast. That's up in San Luis Obispo. I live in the South County of San Luis Obispo, and I've actually known quite a few people that drive their kids all the way up to San Luis Coastal Unified, just to get them into, the school of their choice. Coming in at number 2 is Templeton Unified School District. They're coming in with a good, strong score of an A minus up there in Templeton. So they have great schools, and they have good sporting programs as well. Coming in number 3, and this is Lucia Mar Unified School District. All 3 of my kids went to Arroyo Grande High School, and they actually went to a lot of great elementary and both middle schools here in Lucia Mar Unified School District. So I always had great luck, great teachers, very good atmosphere here in Lucia Mar. Our 4th next ranked school district is Paso Robles Joint Unified. Again, go Bearcats. They have a good sporting program up there, and good schools coming in with a strong score there in Paso Robles. It's up in the North County. And then number 5 is Atascadero Unified School District. So that's just south of Paso Robles, but they're still coming in with good, strong scores at number 5. And then number 6, they didn't score as well. Got a little bit lower score. They got a B or a C, is Coast Unified School District. So that is over on the coast. So that's going to be like Morro Bay High School, Morro Bay, Los Osos, Cambria. Our next segment is safety and community. People ask me all the time, Bruce, is San Luis Obispo County a safe place to live? My answer is always yes. I feel really comfortable living here. I've been here for a couple of decades, and I never have witnessed any violent crimes or anything really aggressive. It's a very safe place to be. But now that I pulled up the numbers, according to this graph here, it's not as good as I had expected, and as I've always sold the county on safety. So my running joke has been, well, now that jaywalking is legal in California, we barely have any crime at all. But if these are our numbers, the numbers don't lie. So San Luis Obispo County is the darker numbers, and then the gray numbers up top are national numbers. We're actually high on assault, no murders. That's good. Rape is higher than our national average. I'm kind of surprised, but that could have something to do with the university and the other college here in town. Robbery comes in at 83.4 versus the national average of 135. Burglary is high again, 529 versus 500. And theft, 2858 versus the national average of 2042. And then vehicle thefts are a little bit low compared to the national average. Now, this is county-wide for San Luis Obispo, and it is a very big county. It covers a lot of areas from Napomo all the way up to Paso Robles, and then we go pretty far out east. We have a couple of breakdowns of some of our safer places. We have Pismo Beach comes in with an A minus. Morro Bay is a B. Cayucas comes in at a B, and you can see the number of reviews. Los Osos, B plus, and Oro Grande in at B plus. All in all, those are pretty good for me raising my family here. I've always felt safe. So these numbers, the numbers don't lie. So number 3, beautiful shot up here. That's my dog right there. That's Raider, my little Boston Terrier. People always ask me about local attractions and lifestyle. I absolutely love it here. This photo that we're looking at, and I'm going to show you a few other photos because really, getting outside here in San Luis Obispo County and exercising, hiking, taking advantage of the beach and the water and everything that the coast has to offer. And it's very, very diverse. So this photo right here was taken just this past weekend, walking my dog up to Avila Ridge. I went up through the Sycamore Mineral Springs and then went up to the top of this ridge. It was a fairly rigorous hike, but we do have hikes all over the county. As a matter of fact, you can use some apps on your smartphone to find hikes, and you can also go to the local bookstores. There is actually a San Luis Obispo County hiking book. It's orange. It used to be purple, but now it's orange. I always tell people, you could probably do a new hike almost every day of the year and never see the same trail because there's so many hikes available. So now I just switched my background here to golf. This is Morro Bay Golf Course. We are really, really lucky if you are a golfer, an outdoor enthusiast. This is a great place to play golf. Not only do we have beautiful courses. I mean, this is Morro Bay. This is a public course. Our golf tends to be affordable here as well. So golf is kind of traditionally a rich man's sport. I'm a golfer and I don't spend a lot of money playing golf here. So we have a lot of public courses, opportunities to save money. There's a Central Coast golf card. You can check my channel. I have a video about the golf card. It's a great way to save money. You could also go to places like Golf Moose and Golf Now online, and you can get really good deals at some of our local golf courses. And there are a lot from Paso Robles, Morro Bay, Atascadero, all the way down to Napomo and Santa Maria. We have a lot of golf opportunities. All right, so I just kept it in Morro Bay as we talked a little bit more about the local attractions and the lifestyle. Water sports, fishing, kayaking, surfing. These are all very, very popular. Obviously, this is Morro Bay and Morro Rock right behind me. That's actually a great surf spot. That beach right by the rock. Also, like Shell Beach, Avila Beach, Morro Bay, you can go out, you can rent kayaks, you can go paddle boarding, you can go deep sea fishing, you can fish at the lakes, and you do need a fishing license to fish at the lakes. But of our local piers, so we have Pismo Beach, a couple in Avila Beach, we have Cayucas, and I believe there's one in Cambria, and you can go fishing off of our local piers without a license. So just keep that in mind. You can go out. I have another video, take a look, of a shark being caught off of the Pismo Pier. And another beautiful thing is, a matter of fact, that day that the shark was caught was a great whale watching time of year as well. So all kinds of great places to go around the coast. If you ever have questions on where to go, what to do, feel free to contact me at any time. I mean, again, I love it here and I love helping people. What is the cost of living in San Luis Obispo County? Well, this is a tough one. I'm sorry to have to report that it is expensive to live here. It's just not a cheap place to live. The balance of the cost of purchasing a home and renting a room or renting a home, it is expensive. It's very expensive here. We're looking at some of these numbers. It's just a little bit inflated over the national and the California average. The green line is San Luis Obispo and Paso Robles. The purple line is San Luis Obispo County, and the blue line is California. So we're a little bit higher than the California average. And to balance it out and make enough money to live here, it's tough. People do struggle. There are a lot of people that work, more than one job just to make ends meet because it is very expensive to live here. I've always said, though, it's worth it. And if you balance it out and compare the cost of living here to other places, like for me personally, I came from a rural town in Colorado. It was very cold, very snowy, and I was always cooped up in the house. So I love the fact that we can get outside here almost year round. When I was out there, I was running the air conditioner in the summertime, and I was running the heater for sure a lot in the winter. So balancing out that cheaper rent in Colorado and then add in the cost to cool that cheap rent place down or heat it. And it really is not that much more expensive to live here in San Luis Obispo County. But just, I don't want to mislead anyone. It is expensive. Look at the rents. A 3-bedroom house is almost $3,000 a month. I would say it probably is a little bit higher than that at this point, because I do have, like I said, I've raised 3 boys here. They're all adults and out on their own now. And so helping them find places to live and rent, depending on what town you're in, we can pay $1,200 to $1,500 per room for rentals. So it is expensive, but it's worth it. And I love it. My last segment, I'm just going to do 5 today. I'll do more sometime down the road in the future. So the question is, what is the climate and the outdoor living? I've been talking about that already a little bit, but our climate, we have a Mediterranean climate. I do have specific videos talking about our microclimates that we have here. It is important to understand our local microclimates. The price ranges change quite a bit throughout the county, like comparing something like Pismo Beach or Avila Beach to Paso Robles it's a big difference. Paso Robles is going to be quite a bit cheaper for cost of living, but you're in a different climate. So along the coast, it's a Mediterranean climate, and year round, we're hovering right around the mid to upper 60s to low 70s. And it does stay pretty consistent. Occasionally we'll get frost, and then usually once a year we have a heat wave that comes through and puts the coastal weather up into the mid to upper 90s or 80s. But then that quickly goes away and generally only lasts for a couple of weeks. Please do tune in to my other videos where I talk about the microclimates, because for example, in the summertime, we can be in Pismo Beach. That's where my office is here in Pismo. And it can be 65 degrees and foggy. It could be even cooler in the middle of summertime. It could be the low 60s. And during the summertime, you can drive up to San Luis Obispo on a 65-degree day in Pismo Beach, and it'll be 75 or 80 degrees. It changes that much just in a few miles up the road. And then if you go from San Luis Obispo and drive up over the grade that brings you to San Miguel, Atascadero, and Paso Robles, it's hot. You get up and over that hill. It's only a few more miles north of San Luis Obispo, but it's 80 degrees in San Luis Obispo. It's 65 degrees in Pismo Beach, and it's 105 or 110 in Atascadero and Paso Robles. So it's very, very drastic. Now, during the winter time, it's a little bit colder up there. So where we have an occasional freeze down along the coast, Morro Bay and Cayucas, Cambria, all of that, we get an occasional cold weather day. But up in the North County, it gets quite a bit colder. So they get some more frost, they get some more freezes. So you have a bigger heating bills and bigger heat, and you actually have air conditioning units in the homes up north, whereas the coastal towns generally don't have any air conditioning. We just open up the windows and let the fresh air in. Well, that about wraps up my Q&A session on moving to the Central Coast. I hope I've answered some of your burning questions. And if you have more that you want to discuss, feel free to drop a comment below. I'll get in touch with you there. Or my contact information is listed below in the description. So you can call, text, or email me at any time. But please don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and please do share your comments. That way we'll get the word out to more people. Again, this is Bruce Carson with Keller Williams Realty, Central Coast. I'm here to help you with anything that you need.